Welcome to Nonsense of the World, also known as Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a story from Vietnam, country where I am right now. And it's about when you know something important happened, but you need a witness. The story is called The Fly, and it goes like this. Once upon a time, a long time ago, here in Vietnam, there lived a moneylender. And he lived in a big house with a big fence and mean dogs guarding it around there. Essentially, he was retired, but he was in the habit of making money, so he continued to lend. One day, he went to visit a peasant farmer who owed him money, but who had a hard time making ends meet. Now, he visited that house and there was nobody there, only a little boy was there. And he said to the boy, "Where are your parents?" And the boy just ignored him and says, "Hello, sir." And the moneylender again says, "Where are your parents, boy?" And the boy said, after a while, "Well, my parents are not here. My father is cutting live trees and planting dead trees. And my mother is selling the wind and buying the moon." And the moneylender said, "What is this? Yeah, what is this boy talking about? So tell me, boy, where are your parents and what are they doing?" But the boy just kept playing. And the moneylender got more and more upset and said to the boy in the end, "Listen, I know your parents owe me money, but I'm willing to forget that debt if you tell me now where they are and what they are doing." And the boy says, why are you joking with me? Because this is a big thing. And the moneylender said, "No, I'm not joking. The earth and the sky are my witness." And the boy laughed and he says, "The earth and the sky cannot talk. They cannot say anything. So they can never be a witness. I would need a living thing to be a witness." And the moneylender thought, "Oh, this boy is indeed quite smart, but maybe not smart enough. I don't know." So there was a fly on the pole sitting there. And the moneylender said, "Well, that fly can be our witness." And then the boy said, "Okay, I think a fly will be good enough for us as a witness. So I will tell you, my father is cutting some bamboo and then making a fence of it with somebody near the river. But really, you are sure you will forget about the debt, aren't you?" And the moneylender said, "Yes, I swear solemnly in front of this fly and in front of you that I will pardon all the debt." And the boy said, "Okay, well, my mother is selling fans and buying oil for our oil lamp. Isn't that what you would call selling the wind and buying the moon?" And the moneylender again thought, "This boy is indeed quite clever." So he left and he said, "I will come back." And so he came back a couple of days later, but then in the evening. So the parents were there and the father was apologizing and saying, "Yes, sorry, I can't pay you now, but I'll pay you later." And the boy got woken up by the argument that followed. And the boy ran to his father and said, "Father, you don't need to pay anything. This man is going to forgive all the debt." And the man said, "What are you talking about?" said the moneylender. I don't know you. We never had that conversation. So it went on, and eventually the case ended up at the local court, where the Mandarin in those days was presiding. And the Mandarin asked the little boy, said, "So tell me exactly what happened." And the boy told what happened and the conversation that took place and how the moneylender promised to forgive all the debt. And the Mandarin said, "Well, that's all good and well, but we only have your word for it. In this case, we need a witness." And the boy stayed calm and said, "Well, yes, we have a witness. There was a fly." And the Mandarin, who had been very friendly until that time, said, "Be serious, boy. This is a court. We don't accept these kind of jokes." But the boy said, "No, there was a fly sitting on the moneylender's nose," he said. And at that moment, the moneylender's face turned total red, and he said, "No, there was no fly. It was not sitting on my nose. The fly was sitting on a pole." And then he stopped talking. But it was already too late. Everybody was laughing. The Mandarin, the audience that was there, the parents a little bit, and in the end also the boy and the moneylender. And the Mandarin said, "Listen, moneylender, this conversation obviously did take place." So he said, still chuckling, he says, "The court decides that you have to keep your promise." And still chuckling, he waved them all away. So in the end, the truth won. If you have any suggestions for the stories or comments, let me know. I'm happy to hear them. Thank you.